everybody. Welcome. It's Lady Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please consider smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and guys, you know how to stream on Twitch? Head over to Twitch, and if you're at work, leave me a lurk. And guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I need to hit 50k by my birthday, which is May 28th, so we only have 20 days left, so please, I really need your help with that, okay? Alright guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is HOLOLIVE Production. HOLOLIVE Production is a virtual YouTuber agency owned by Japanese tech entertainment company Kou Corporation. So why are we talking about HOLOLIVE? Well guys, it looks like HOLOLIVE Production is working on a new project. This is MekPark, and MekPark is a new talent rising project announced by Kou Corp, the parent company of the virtual YouTuber agency HOLOLIVE. It is a development program designed to train aspiring talents over a 2-year period, focusing on growth, challenges, and the journey toward a professional debut. So this is MekPark's X account. This is posted on May 8th, 2026 at around 3:03 a.m. And it says here, VTuber trainee program MekPark launches a new project from Kou, a project where the director and trainees collaborate to aim for promotion. This is posted on the Vtuber.net website. So it says here, Kou Corporation announced on May 8th the launch of a new talent development project called MekPark. On January 30th this year, Kou announced the launch of a new project with an independent vision separate from HOLOLIVE Production and held auditions for new VTubers until March 13th. According to the official statement, MekPark is a project in which 3 trainees and 1 director will work together as one unit. The activity period is set a maximum of 2 years, and if the talent is recognized, there's a possibility of making an early debut without waiting for the period to end. On the other hand, if the criteria is not met within the deadline, the story of a formal debut comes to an end there. Kou has sent a message to the trainees saying, run this through limited time with all your might and engrave a brilliance that can only be seen at this moment. The path to becoming professional is paved by 3 indicators, and the principle is to aim for promotion in units that strive to improve through friendly competition. Specifically, these are trust management review, which evaluates adherence to guidelines, a sincere attitude towards activities, and skill improvement. Passion, activity data, which refers to the number of viewers, concurrent viewers, and the popularity of fan-created content, and fan support, which reflects the result of surveys on Holo Plus and other platforms. In particular, fan support is positioned as the most important factor in the judging process, and it is said that the genuine desire of each fan to continue watching this unit and this talent will determine whether they pass or fail. So then this is an image of the 2 units that are kind of like silhouetted, so you're not really sure which one is which just yet. This is posted by Cody, and Cody posted this on his X account on May 8th, 2026 at around 4:24 a.m. And Cody says they're looking for a unit who are to be brought on as trainees. They will go on a path to debut, but with one catch. If they fall short, it's game over. They won't debut. So then this is kind of like a screenshot of the website here where it says 2 years bound by a shared fate. Each unit brings together 3 trainees and 1 director working as one for up to 2 years. If their talent shines through, they may seize their debut before time is up. But if they fall short of the standard, their story towards an official debut will end there. This is limited time. The trainees will push forward with everything they have. Don't miss a single moment of their brilliance. This is posted by Donnie Darko, and Donnie Darko posted this on their X account on May 8th, 2026 at around 4:16 a.m. And Donnie says, yo dog, why are you tracing Korean idol industry? You need unique talents, not standardized production lines. All right, and then this is posted by Ernul, and Ernul says, so finally we have an answer. WTF MekPark is supposed to be, and it's basically a HOLOLIVE version of Niji Sanji's VTA, something that will not work in HOLOLIVE culture that Yagu or whoever is making the decision doesn't seem to understand. Let's see what some people on Reddit got to say. And this is Garfield, and Garfield said, personally, not a fan of this VTA structure. This sort of sink or swim pressure feels counter to what drew me to HOLOLIVE in the first place. Talking about falling short of the standard and getting dropped feels really harsh. The fact that promotion and support is decided as a group, not individually, may seem to be more positive, but I can see it causing a lot of issues if someone is perceived as dragging the group down. The idol journey is a big draw of HOLOLIVE, but fans can rest assured that the talent have already made it to some extent. We often talk about how HOLOLIVE has saved some talents from tough situations. I want HOLOLIVE to be a place where talents can chase their dreams one step at a time and not just have them crushed. Personally, I won't be engaging in this project. I don't want to get too attached to a persona only to have them disappear. This creates a weird sort of hierarchy or competitiveness to HOLOLIVE even just by association. Presenio says, I don't like how competitive this seems. Dragon Soldier says, okay, knee-jerk reaction is definitely that this is some kind of reality TV format. It feels weird to be paired with HOLOLIVE. I just don't particularly see any positives from this, but I get a lot of negative effects from it. It sounds like a prolonged publicity aired audition with no guarantee of an actual debut. Doesn't it feel like it'll foster competition and obsessions with numbers? Would this bypass the vibe check? There's so many unknowns at this point. Pretend indication says, this setup rubs me the wrong way. I would much rather they scout in the background than do this trial by fire thing. Because what happens if someone doesn't pass? It's not a real churn, but it'll feel like it. And what does support mean? Would support financially? Would support in general. It's just a really loosey-goosey term for sure. And the final rating would just be a formality. But if not, it puts financial success of the talents in front and center and the most important metric. Michelin says, who the hell thought this was a good idea? Argoff says, I'm confused. Hololive already has such a good track record for scouting. What is wrong with doing their usual auditioning and debuting in JP, EN, and ID generation? A graphic says, I honestly do not like this at all. It seems like this will leave potential talents and viewers heartbroken. So far, this is the first time I've felt where Cover put forward something that feels intentionally predatory rather than misguided corpo stuff. Please, Cover, do not take pages from Niji Sanji's shitty business model. Strict Ad says, I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm fine with it. I think as Hololive gets bigger, the company is less likely to take risks on talents, and honestly, if someone like Subaru or Corone auditioned now, they probably wouldn't even get in. This works as a middle ground. I don't know how well, but it works. 07 Jones says, having gone through Kiara worrying for a long time in the early days that she was at least subbed in Myth and feeling like she was doing something wrong, I don't know if I want to see that paired with definitive pressure. Like if you're the least sub member in either of these groups, it's going to feel like you are letting the other two down, right? So anyways, guys, what do you think of this new Hololive project, MekPark? Do you think that this is something positive? Do you think that this is something negative? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. Hey, are you enjoying the video so far? If so, make sure to come follow me on Twitch. I stream daily over there. Additionally, you can catch my gaming content on my YouTube channel, Lydia VTuber Plays. All right, back to the video. This is V4Mariya, and V4Mariya is a virtual YouTuber agency and Brave Group's first English language-based project. And within V4Mariya, there was a talent named Kou Mariya. So Kou Mariya was a female English language VTuber, initially debuting as an independent VTuber in 2020. She joined V4Mariya in 2023 as part of the second generation of Pedalite, but in October 2025, she retired following a failure in contract negotiations with V4Mariya. She initially expressed wishes to return as an independent VTuber, but the creator of Kou Mariya ultimately announced that she will be retiring the character and will instead be continuing as Amelia Falcon. Essentially, in 2025, Kou Mariya had to be retired following a failure in contract negotiations with V4Mariya. So even though Kou Mariya was Kou Mariya independently before she came to V4Mariya, because of the red tape, Kou Mariya IP had to be left behind at V4Mariya. So then Kou Mariya became Amelia Fell. So Amelia Fell is an independent female English-speaking virtual YouTuber. So why are we talking about V4Mariya, Kou Mariya, and Amelia Fell? So this is posted on Amelia's X account. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 3 p.m. And Amelia says, Firu, I fell first, you'll fall next. Heaven's Dropout, Fallen Angel, Amelia Fell. So Amelia has posted what she now looks like here. And this is Amelia's YouTube channel, which has over 11K subscribers. However, something interesting has happened in regards to V4Mariya. So this is posted on V4Mariya's X account. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 3 p.m. And it says here, hello classmates and Kohai. After additional discussions, our team would like to share that ownership of Maria's IP, channel, and assets have been transferred to her care. We wish her success on her endeavors as an independent creator. Regarding inquiries about this matter, please refrain from sending questions of V4Mariya talents via social media, live stream, comments, or any other platform. Thank you for your patience and understanding. So just so you guys are aware, this is very rare to see in the VTuber sphere because a lot of times when corporate VTubers retire, instead of giving the IP to the creator, a lot of the companies will shelve the IP or sometimes try to recast for that, and obviously everyone gets really upset by that. So the fact that V4Mariya finally gave Mariya her IP back is great, is wonderful. I'm not really sure how exactly this came about, if there was just more contract negotiations or maybe the red tape was able to be solved. But anyways, this is absolutely wonderful news because as a content creator, it does take you a lot of time to build up a fan base. So the fact that Mariya was able to get her IP, her channel, and all her assets is actually quite a wonderful thing to happen. So let's see what some of the people on X are saying. So this is Wonder Riku, and Wonder Riku says, Mariya is free! Which is like amazing. And then this is Evanito, and Evanito says, I never thought I'd see good VTuber agency news on my timeline ever again, but here we are. So let's see what some people on Reddit are saying. Desperate Ad says, better late than never, although I won't fully forgive them for not giving the rights back immediately. Damage is already done as the person behind Mariya has already moved on to a new identity. This has improved my opinion of Brave Group's corporate somehow. So then this person, Rubik, says, she did say that she was still talking to them and was still trying to find a win-win situation. I think the thing was Mariya wanted to leave and wanted her IP with her because it was originally her IP. She brought it with her when she went to Brave Group, and Brave Group was refusing to consider the uniqueness of her situation and wanted to treat all other talents equally, even though Mariya was the only one who brought her IP with her when she arrived. Then it seems like frustrated, Mariya told Brave that it would be difficult to continue further discussions without some flexibility on Brave's end, and some dummy at Brave took that as Mariya quitting, so they surprise terminated her and then locked her out of all of her old accounts, creating a lose-lose situation for everyone. So when she created Amelia and moved on with her life while continuing to try and talk some sense into Brave. Then Brave finally realized that the position that they had taken did them no good, so then they reconsidered. Part of me is still mad that it took them this long, but part of me is also glad that they did reconsider. Slavadona says, obviously the IP should have been given to her from the start, but the fact that a VTuber agency of all things actually gave the IP back in the first place is insane. For a VTuber agency, either you get to keep the IP after leaving or you don't. This is a first from what I can remember. Azamora says, I'm glad to see that this got resolved. Honestly, that it was done, but I guess that they've been negotiating behind the scenes. I know that V4 Mariya got a bad name over this, but it seems that they're sorting out internal issues. It was looking like there were going to be a mass exodus a while back. When this went down, a lot of talents PLs were getting active. Faded Music says, I wonder what she'll do with it from now on. She's already established her new persona as a media fell and even crowdfunded her model and design, so it's hard to imagine that she'll go back to Mariya now. I suppose having rights to Mariya at least lets her be able to talk openly about her past work now, not like she wasn't going to do that already before. So anyways, guys, what do you think of V4 Mariya giving back Mariya's IP? Do you think that this is a great thing? Or do you think that it's a bad thing? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Twitch, and Twitch is an American video live streaming service popular in video games, including broadcasts of esports competitions. Why are we talking about Twitch? Well, guys, this is posted on the Twitch support X account. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 2:28 p.m. And it says here, a note on our work on combating viewbotting from the CEO, Dan Clancy. There's been a lot of discussion recently about viewbotting on Twitch, and I want to share an update on our enforcement efforts. Viewbotting is bad for our business. We don't benefit from it, and we believe that it harms the creator ecosystem overall. However, effectively combating viewbotting is challenging. As we deploy updates to our real-time detection algorithms, viewbotting companies quickly respond with updates to avoid detection. Also, our detection systems must be precise to ensure that legitimate viewers are being appropriately counted. Today, we're introducing a new enforcement type that we plan to roll out over the next few weeks. For channels identified as persistently viewbotting, we will apply a cap to the streamer's CCV for a fixed period of time on all of the Twitch surfaces. The cap will be based upon historical data regarding the creator's non-viewbotted traffic. Repeat violations will result in longer penalties. Streamers will be notified when an enforcement is applied, along with the duration of the penalty, and can appeal through the appeals portal. While streamers will be notified, we will not make follow-up announcements on when we will be issuing these enforcements and will not publicly share details about when and where these enforcements are applied. Unfortunately, providing details simply makes it easier for companies to work around our interventions. We believe that this approach will help us make meaningful progress against viewbotting. We will continue refining our systems and expand when we apply these enforcements over time, Dan Clancy. So obviously, Twitch is very, very angry when it comes to viewbotting, and they are cracking down, which is something that is good. However, let's see what some of the people on X are saying. Cass says, I think that this is a two-edged sword. If you get hate rated or someone dislikes you and intentionally tries to bot your stream, you will get punished for someone else's doing, and you will get your CCV cap. This will likely hurt more than actually help in the long term, in my opinion. Discordia says, how does this affect lurkers if this is a malicious actor botting someone to cap their numbers? You could literally use this as a weapon against someone you don't like to stunt their growth. Rosemi says, please don't do a repeat of August when you just punish the real people. It is exhausting. Brave Akami says, we want the lurkers to count. If you're putting a cap on people's streams based on their data, then people in the 20s to 30s, if it's more coming from raids, you're capping them from growing. This sounds like a punishment for the small streamers. Kodiak says, there's a reason my numbers look better on Kickdam. You have abused Twitch to the point where the world sees this as corn instead of gaming. Viewbotting is just one of several issues. Your lead streamer is an example of your failure along with his orbit. That is all on you, bro. Normal people see two things out of your company: a webcam corn site and Hassan shocking his dog. That's what normal people see. I know I've actually talked to people who don't view this as a job opportunity. These two things is what Twitch is known for, ... So anyways, guys, what do you think of Dan Clancy cracking down on viewbots? Do you think that this is something that will be successful, or do you think that a lot of people will get caught in the crosshairs? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to the next piece of Newsy news. This is Laimu, or aka Limealicious, and Laimu is a independent English-speaking virtual YouTuber who debuted in September 2021. She's well known for her variety streams and love of retro games, and this is WME Group. And WME Group, formerly known as the William Morris Endeavor, is an American holding company for talent and media agencies with its primary offices in Beverly Hills, California. So why are we talking about Laimu and WME? Well, guys, if you don't know what WME is, they are a talent agency for a lot of recognizable talents that you would probably recognize, like a lot of Hollywood actors and musicians and things like that. So it looks like Laimu is going to be joining this agency. This is posted on Limealicious X account. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 2:11 p.m. And Laimu says, I am beyond thrilled to tell you that I am joining WME. I'm so excited to work with them on new projects and cool new stuff to bring to you all. I've been streaming for a long time, but I only recently took the leap into VTubing and everything that comes with it. I discovered a whole new world a few short years ago, and I've got so much to learn. I'm going to keep striving to reach higher and higher. Thank you to everyone for supporting me. I couldn't have made it this far without you all, and I'm so grateful that you chose me to watch after all this time. I can't wait to show you what comes next. Anyways, guys, if you're a fan of Limealicious, please make sure to go congratulate her on X for this amazing opportunity. Okay, guys, on to the next piece of Newsy news. This is VNU, and VNU is a South Korean VTuber-based agency for virtual idols from another world. And within VNU, there is a talent named Mita Oshita, and Mita Oshita is a female virtual YouTuber affiliated with VNU's third generation Oracle. So why are we talking about VNU and Mita Oshita? Well, guys, it looks like Mita Oshita's activities are going to be coming to an end. This is posted on the VNU X account. This is posted on May 7th, 2026 at around 10 p.m. And it says here, regarding the conclusion of Mita Oshita's channel activity. So it says here, hello, this is VNU Entertainment. Mita Oshita, member of VNU's unit Sugar Spin, will conclude all of her channel activities on June 27th, 2026 PDT. This includes all regular activities such as YouTube live streams and video uploads, social media activities, and merchandise releases. We would like to thank Mita for the years she spent with us, along with her dedication to running the beloved Witch store. While it has come to an end for her to close up shop in pursuit of new adventures, the memories she has made will forever remain. To personally deliver the news to her fans, Mita has made the announcement on a live stream prior to this written statement. Though her channel activities will come to an end, Mita Oshita will remain affiliated with VNU. She may make special appearances in VNU content such as the VNU universe and other related projects following her departure. To ensure that all her fan support can be counted towards her earnings, Mita's channel memberships will be turned off 1 month after her final live stream. Any membership renewals paid after her final live stream will be refunded automatically by YouTube. The acceptance of fan letters will be closed after July 27th PDT. We sincerely thank Mita for the time she shared with us. We will continue cheering her on in her future endeavors. You can see here on Mita Oshita's X account, she did repost VNU's official statement. You can see here that she did go live 19 hours ago as of filming, so that is when she made her announcement to her fan base. Anyways, guys, if you're a fan of Mita Oshita, please make sure to go support her before June 27th, before she concludes all of her channel activities. So please make sure to go send her some love and support as she goes on her new journey. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy news. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you can't catch me on Twitch, that is no problem. I do have a YouTube channel called Lydia VTuber VODs that backs up all of my gameplay, and I probably play through some of your favorites. I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy IV. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. I need to hit 50K by my birthday, and I really need your help. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, Necco milk is perishable. I can't send that to you in the mail, but thanks so much for supporting the Necco. It's much appreciated. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, how do we get the Mendes? Oh my god, there is no milk. Okay, Lydia, can you tell your fan base that there's no Necco milk? Okay, yeah, there's none here. This is a call center.